Hey, what's up, Rob? Holiday was pretty good. Yeah, how was yours, man? Mine was decent. Good morning, Eli. Bought some Neo and AMD, huh? Let's look at some AMD. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh, you bought some of this? You bottom fishing today on earnings? Well, that's good, Rob. Yeah, mine was just the family. I like the look of AMD. Not sure about NIO though. AMD's not bad. Looks like could be a decent handle. Go down. Oh, 53%. That's pretty deep. Um, so I put it between 16 and 34. My brain's not working yet. So middle will be about $18 up. Oh, $9 up. Excuse me. Again, math's not working. Yeah, handle appears to be very valid. That should be the middle of the handle. Looks like it's um, above the middle of the handle. Yeah, AMD looks pretty good. I actually really like that. As long as earnings are good. They were positive. What's IBD say about it? Ranked number 8th in their industry group. Negative 45% EPS change last quarter. EPS 3-year EPS growth rate's big, 418%. Must be due to crypto or something. Sales are negative 23%, pre-tax margin 8.5, ROE 55, D plus accumulation, which they have as a green. And they did have an IBD article 5 days ago. Oh, PS5 will have their chips in it, really? Oh, that's pretty good. That's a million chips, whatever. Let's see here. I'll bring this over here. I was actually going to look at the paper today, too, so could be good segue into looking at some articles in the paper, check out some new potentials to add to our list. Wow, 4 decade low of $1.61. Dang. Where was I? Oh, I never look at the lows, I was looking at the highs. 7 week flat flat base with a buy point of 30.05. Yeah, so they don't consider that a cup with handle because it's too deep. They just consider this a flat base, which is fine too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is week 8. Yeah, so your buy point in either circumstance is here at about the $30 level. That's your technical buy point. I get why you're picking it up why you're picking it up a little bit. Yeah, Good gap this morning. Not bad. We just need the market to kind of come back with it. But yeah, I get it's a kind of an anti-China play. We have seen some success, especially with the cloud computing businesses. They did have a China section in here in this article, I thought. 3 months ago, it ranked number 7 in U.S.-China trade war has negatively impacted the chip sector late. Oh. So they're saying that the industry as a whole was ranked 25 3 months ago. I'm sorry, it's ranked 25 now, but 3 months ago it was ranked number 7. So it has been negatively impacted. But yeah, this has held pretty tight. So they're considering this a flat base because this was so deep. It negates this being a cup and handle. Fair enough. Yeah, technically it looks pretty good. I'll throw a little alert level on that. All right, let's see what's rocking. This one up 5.7%, right up here on the leaderboard. I don't think I have AMD up here. Let's add AMD. So we got Beyond Meat poking up a little bit. Goose, MMNFF. There's AMD. Quran still above that trend line. Trying to do some work. SoFun lower, Square. Stitch Fix. Trade Desk, Cyber. Cyber still going into highs. ZTO bouncing off a potential 200 period moving average. 200 daily moving average right there. Be a nice retracement back up to some level for ZTO. A little extended, but that's a potential. Even a small bounce like that would be pretty good. So far we got the market here. Have a new trend line right there. And we're basically there we go. So there's our trend line. We're still below it. We'll see if we can get above it. And crypto's correcting. Yeah, they did come in a little bit overnight. I peeked at it. XRP, Litecoin. Trend lines are still holding so far. BNB's broken its first trend line. That's not. This is the better trend line. This is a more immediate trend line. Buddy XLM taking on the chin a little bit. Still like Funko. This looks pretty good right here. Again, it's probably going to be too deep to be a proper base. Yeah, 63%. Yeah, it's a pretty sloppy base in Funko on the weekly chart. This really has no structure to it over there. Carvana, Zon, Cyber. So FIVN also in a flat base. 14%. Looks like it's should be considered a base on base pattern. 29% down. That's okay. This is just a cup with no handle. Then you have another base comes down 8. It's a little deep for a flat base. So this should be another cup. An ugly stripper's nickname. If I'm a cute stripper, I'm offended. But if you're an ugly stripper, you're like, whatever, put the dollar bills in there. O'Reilly off the 200-day moving average. You mentioned that a few days ago. That was all the way down here, and that's had a pretty nice rally off the 200-day. Here is just not recovering. 8.7. That I don't know if that's coming back. Fox also bouncing off the 200-day moving average. And it looks like that's a bottoming candle. The way it's bounced the next couple of days. No major follow through in terms of volume, but the price is definitely up there. We'll see if it's a dead cat bounce or how that plays out. No major edge in buying that right here, though. Docu seems to be getting a little bit tighter. Get rid of some of my arrows here. So Docu getting pretty tight right there. It's actually, I don't mind that. Does have earnings coming up. That's going to be a big roadblock. 6.6, which is week in a couple of days. So it could try to bounce ahead of earnings. We'll have to see. DocuSign may be another company that isn't too invested in the China thing. So maybe it'll do okay. Another digital business. Coop ranked number 1 in this industry group. ServiceNow, Paycom. Yeah, it looks like they're part of this. They're part of this cloud thing. 500% EPS change last quarter. That's pretty good. 34% change. Pretty good. Good numbers. What's up, Ethan? Thought you were gonna go ride your scooter. No? Okay, fix your hair, dude. Yeah, DocuSign with some explosive growth. A little shocking it's not at highs the way that it's been performing, but DocuSign isn't, I will say, an older cloud company. Docu's been around for a while. But it's got, looking at this list over here. So Docu's up here with EPS change last quarter, 500%. Sales last quarter, 34%. Which is definitely not the best on this list by far. It's in the bottom tier of the list. Composite rating, 95. EPS rating, 80s. Relative strength rating, 84. Yeah, I would argue that DocuSign, this 500% is the only thing putting it in this list. These other ones have other better metrics. There's Coupa. I didn't want to do that. Let's look at some of these other names. Some of them I don't think we've seen in a while. HZNP. That one's kind of near recent highs. EPRT. Oh, that one's already shot way up. We know about Funko. And that one's looking pretty. That's probably one of my more favorite ones right now. OLED. They're putting OLED in fastest growing categories. Did you use gel on your hair? Huh? Go put your gel in your hair, and then you can play Oceanhorn. QTNA. Sounds like a whale. It's like a communicating orca. That one's been acquired, it looks like. Paylocity sitting right up there at highs. Coop, right at highs. IIPR. Ooh, that one's about to break out. What's this one? Innovative Industrial Properties. Let's check this one out. 99 composite rating. Very tight, flat, ascending type of a base. 99 relative strength rating. Number 1 in the industry group of REIT target acquisition of industrial real estate that are used for growing medical use of cannabis. Oh, I see. 135% EPS change last quarter. 93%. No one knows about this stock. Has anyone else heard about this stock? 147%, 147, 175, 47. Wow. 47.2 pre-tax margin, seriously? For a REIT? That's ridiculous. 856 million market cap. B, accumulation distribution, 1.1 up down. 21% change in funds owning stock is spectacular. 7, this is great. This is freaking awesome. This is dope. This is super good. What's the symbol again? IIPR, yeah, okay. Wow. This thing looks so good. Look at this beautiful, beautiful base. This is just textbook. This company profits off of everything to do with cannabis industry. I like the way that volume's sitting. Up down volume's healthy. It's a REIT, but it's a damn sexy REIT. 99 composite rating, 99 relative strength rating. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm not even sure if this is on the IBD 50. I actually have the IBD 50 up here. Let's look. Oh, it is on the IBD 50. It's ranked number 26. That's good. Yes.
I don't want to comb my hair anymore.
Why?
Because every time I comb
Hold on, guys.
it hurts.
Couple minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
But you said after I'm done with my hair, I can.
Yep, go ahead. I did say that. I thought you were.
If I can go up to Ocean Horn, can I play Zelda?
If you what?
Can't bring up Ocean Horn, can I go to Zelda?
Whichever one you like. You can play Zelda if you want to play Zelda. Yeah, Kron, yeah, inching up here. I'm not too bad at it. We're still under just above the auspices of this trend line. I think that would be a pretty decent buy point. Kron is not in the IBD 50. It's only in their extras. Let's go check out the IBD 50 real quick. Pull it up for you guys. We've got Team, Vive. There we go. Team, KL, Vive. 3 weeks tight on Atlassian. Oh, that's something to note. I'll take a 3 weeks tight entry. I think we've seen Team today, have we? That's trying to get up there. Oh yeah, there's a 3 weeks tight. Look at that, closing right at the high. That may be all we need to see today. 3 weeks tight entry on Team. That's good. Kirkland forming cup and handle. Some bases setting up. This is nice. This market correction could give way almost at any time. The way this market's shaping up. and we'll see what happens with the rest of the CyberD 50. Aims to hold support for PayPal at the 10-week average. Huge cup with handle still shows at 4102 entry for Twitter. Are they considering this a big cup and handle? Forms deep handle on shallow boxy cup. That's them saying they don't like it. So Ulta trading above the breakout point. Rally past flat base. Stumbles, finds 10-week support. That's good. Profit taking for Copart. All right, hold on a second. So Cron looks pretty good. Team at a 3 weeks tight. Cron early breakout. Early, low breakout. Was it IIPRT or whatever the hell it was? I guess we'll see here in a second. It's 26. Yeah, IIPR. It says a base. Those are probably 3 of my favorites right now. All right, Comcast. Test of a 10-week line. You can buy the first 2 tests of the 10-week line after a breakout. Extended. 21% deep cut base. For Monster, that's worth looking at. Sharp pullback, new aggressive entry at 98.09 for EDU. Roku, yeah, I haven't seen Roku this morning. We'll go take a look. Stalls at 3 weeks tight entry for a middle B. Okay to take some profit. It says 4th stage base forms. God. 4th stage base? Oh, it's scary. That's not good. %20 profit. Just below entry after a hesitant breakout. Funko, new handle on base shows 23.53. So we have some potentials. I mean, here's 4 already. That's pretty good. Hubs still in a buy range. Boom. Near first test of 10-week line after bullish breakout for Boom. So, like I said, you can buy the first 2. Fortinet, trigger sell signal. We already know about that. Below. Breaks out. HXL breaks out. Store Capital in a buy range. I actually have worked with those people on their website. Not directly. Discover Financial Services falls, forming a flat base with Alexian, forming a cut base with Align. Not ready yet. Sell signal, flat base with COG. But I'm not sure if I want to do any oil plays right now. All right, let's take a look at those. Some of those we already know about. Atlassian, we mentioned 3 weeks tight here on Atlassian. So that one looks really good. Definitely a leading stock. 3 weeks tight after a base breakout. Just pausing. Going to go for at least another 10% off of this, I would say. But I mean, I've missed team every time. I don't want to miss it again. too bad. Yeah, it starts to get. All right, so there's team. Team looks great. Oh, we mentioned Cron. That's one of ours. Early breakout right here. Still consolidating that little move there. IIPR is still basing. This one has a breakout point of 53.34, 10 cents above the prior high. That's your technical breakout area. And so you got your 20% out of a fourth stage base, which is first two bases you can easily buy off of. Third and fourth stage bases are more likely to fail. This thing's had, look at that run, man. It always dumbfounds me how I miss some of these runs. They're just not stocks that people talk about. From 20 to 88 in basically a year and a half. Stupid. IIPR, FNKO, all the marijuana stuff we've done, IIPR has never been on the list. Funko, pretty good there. They've got 23.53 breakout point, just right about there. So we're at what looks like to be an early breakout, very early. This could be buyable right now if you're looking at early breakouts. The market hasn't had a major leg lower, so I don't know if I'm too mad at it anymore, to be honest with you. $28 for Funko. Yeah, I'm going to do my research here and check it out. There's lots of stocks I like that I don't buy for some stupid reason. Boom mentioned 10-week pullback. Pullback to the 10-week line, which is right there. After it's looks like a cup and handle breakout here. It's up significantly. 42%. First pullback to the 10-week line doesn't quite look like a base, so I see kind of what they're going for there. It's not something I normally do. I may pass on that. And then Store Capital, which is basically already gone. Let's take a look at Funko. Yeah, Funko ever since last week started looking really good. So we got Atlassian, we've got Funko, IIPR. Probably three nice bases right there. Well, not a lot of strike price options here for Funko. I'll let that one sit for a while. Go back to IIPR. Check this one out. And that one is at 111.82. So if IIPR gets up another 20%, I mean, there's a look at that base after basically it's almost parabolic here. It's almost parabolic here. Get another stage up like that. Could be pretty damn vertical. No earnings coming up. This thing's in the clear. Earnings in, yeah, way out there in, what is 8? August. Wait, my brain start to work here. Yeah, by the time this breaks out, this option won't be really valid anymore. It's got a good potential. It is basing just below $100, so it looks like sometimes when these things base below 100, they're powering to break that barrier. That can be a pretty robust psychological barrier. the $100 mark, and this is hitting it for the first time. Paused before it, which is actually pretty healthy. Didn't bump right up against the ceiling of 100. That can be good. But this is a 4-stage base, so that means that it's rested 4 times on the way up without undercutting any prior base, which means no one's taken in, a majority of profits yet. Early investors are still involved. And that does look pretty good. So Funko looks pretty good. I do like Atlassian. And that one looks like it's buyable right now. What the fuck are these guys doing? Momo? Let's see. Definitely near some recent lows here in the past couple of years. Looks like we've got a trend line on this one from way back. Actually, as a bottom play, it's not the end of the world. It's the first day out of the lows. Looks like it has earnings. Pretty good earnings. We can check it out on IBD and see how that goes. Abby has a self-driving car article. I was going to read that. Let me use a different tab. Momo Ads. It's an 80S, so it's a foreign company. Chinese provider of a mobile-based social networking platform with 113 million active users. Its composite rating is 57, relative strength rating is 11. So I guess you're trading the bounce play here. 3-year sales growth rate 158 is one of the few green things. 3 years growth rate 165. Doesn't even give you quarterly EPS ratings. 7.2 billion market cap, D- accumulation distribution. 3% change in funds owning stock, 5 quarters of increasing fund ownership. Yeah, I guess maybe it's kind of a lottery ticket play out of lows, maybe. I don't know. It's probably not being affected by tariffs that much if it's just a Chinese ad play company. Composite rankings 57, industry group ranking 65. So yeah, maybe. So these big volume candles come in. Come on, piece of crap. There we go. That's a big down day. It's got decent volume this morning. Yeah, it looks like it may want to. Looks like it's kind of has an ascending triangle, not quite symmetrical. Maybe we'll come up here and put a flat base and then break out later. Yeah, maybe with a stop probably under the right here at the low of the day. I wouldn't go any deeper than that. I would want to keep a very tight leash on it. I mean, it could be choppy. You can see over here on the daily chart, it has a pretty nice run out of lows. Even here, you see it shakes out to the low. So this thing does like to shake you out every once in a while. But I would think on a day like today, you would try to keep it tight. If this is going to have momentum, I would think it would show up pretty quick. But you know, anything can happen. Yeah, yeah. As long as you're fine with the risk, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, not too bad. There's some other ones we've seen at lows that are interesting. I didn't write those down, but here let's click through here. MDB kind of breaking out of a little base there. Fox at the 200-day moving average could be a little intriguing if you're looking for bounce plays. I'm not sure if it's something about that specific stock that you've been looking at. Newer down here off the 200-day the other day. We talked about that. So a couple bounces off towards the 200-day that were recently bouncing, which is good. We're not crashing. Netflix is getting tighter here. It's chopping around a smaller area. So there's a few bounce plays to be had here, a few bottom plays. Oh yeah, someone mentioned Roku. Let's check out Roku. Ooh, down 5%. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at that break. Look at that day yesterday. Could be. Yeah, if you want to bottom buy a Roku, I'm not super mad at bottom buying Roku. It's already broken out pretty extensively. So if you consider this a double bottom, you've already gone up freaking 33%. So it is in a range where profit taking does come into effect. But I think this also qualifies for an 8-week hold rule. So things can get volatile when something. Oh, this one? Yeah, pullback, bottom buy. Sometimes I use them synonymously. You're talking about Roku, Eli? Knife catching? Well, so there's, I guess, I don't know. If you want to get semantical with it, you can have your your V bottom, and sometimes you try to catch the lower part of the V on the breakout back up and through. So this one, Roku, I don't know if I'd call this quite knife catching yet, because it's still within the structure of the daily base. Like here, yes, it looks like it's knife catching, absolutely. I get you on this chart, but on the daily chart, it's still above all this structure. So it's just so yeah, pullback buy probably would be a better word to use. Would be a pullback buy because this is in an uptrend. Like like buying down here would be like buying on this day or this week. Like this would be buying a falling knife because it's already fallen and then continues to fall, and that would be the definition of a falling knife. As it comes out here, I wouldn't consider this a falling knife anymore as it breaks some kind of a trend line. Yeah, I get your point. You were saying bottom buy was stuck in my head. Is probably why I ended up using that term. So, but there's different ones. You can buy on a pullback in these stocks that are running like that. You just kind of have to pick your spot sometimes. Sometimes it's nicer to buy it on the way back through up because you don't know where it's going to stop. Like right now, this general trend still appears to be intact. A little bit of buying on that previous 2-hour candle, but the volume wasn't very heavy compared to the rest of the day. So, we'll see. We could chop around here, then maybe form a base here around this 90, under this 91 level. Break through 91, that could be a good buy. But yeah, I wouldn't mind buying Roku on a pullback. It's been in a very, very tremendous uptrend. Me, 2-hour candle? What do you mean am I still in crypto? I'm confused. So this is a 5-minute, this is a daily, this is a weekly, and this is the NASDAQ is how I have this. I don't know where you're going with that, Rob. I'm confused. Let's check out what's going down today. INS. That's a falling knife. Oh, I said 2 hour. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to switch contexts. I would consider that a falling knife though in INS. Undercut, well, everything. Not everything, that's the 50-day moving average. But a clear cut of the 50-day moving average, that's a big sell signal in INS. So keep an eye on this one for a bottom breakout of some kind. Roku, the second largest here. Not sure if there's any news behind that or not. Stefan's downgrades on concerns that even the bears are upbeat. That's funny. Cut equal weight from overweight. That's hilarious. And I already messed up my chart. Fortinet falling hard too? Yeah, we ditched that one a long time ago. We ditched that one before earnings, and it's hasn't really come back since. Yeah, I'm not. It could be forming a base on base structure or something. That's probably the best case scenario. I mean, I guess another case scenario would be where it's going to form a larger triangle or something like this, but that's going to take the rest of the year to play out. So Fortinet's pretty much a dead stock at this stage of the game. I shouldn't have this on my actionable list. Is it on here? 120. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I already removed it. Paylocity. Reminds me of the Travelocity gnome. No, that makes no sense, but in my head it does for some reason. Oh, SIVB, you may have to go too. See ya. Just too much. Too much. Amarin not really getting with the bullish program right there. All right, let's see. Looks like the NASDAQ's pulling back. It was towards the high of the day a little bit ago. Now it's not. 7:20. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here in about 10 minutes or so. Today's the first day of my kids' after school classes at school. AMD looks pretty good. Yeah, I did want to look at some AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. Did we look at AMD with IBD? Let's check it out. I don't remember. My short-term memory is going with my old age. 76 composite ranking for AMD. Negative 45% EPS change last quarter. We did look at this. 96% composite rating. All right, let's take a look. I want to look at the potential options play for AMD out of a flat base. Yeah, I'm getting old. I actually turned 40 a few days ago, and it's already getting worse. Rob doesn't want me to yell at him. This must be good, Rob. You don't want me to yell at you. I'm hyped. Now I want to yell at you. I want to yell at Rob. Hold on, let me look at AMD first, and then I'll yell at you, Rob. Well, congratulations, like it's an accomplishment. I'm an old man, Eli. Yeah. Let me reach the 40th level. Yeah. Where does mastery begin? Because I haven't gotten there yet. AMD, let's take a look at some of these. October doesn't look too bad. Yeah, tell that to my eyesight. There should be an alarm clock or something on your phone. So after you wake up and pick up your phone, it gives you like a level up sound, like from Mario Brothers or something. You go, da-da-dum. You have leveled up. No, still no Lambo. I'm not even if, man, if I buy a Lambo, you know I've got some cash. I'm too cheap to buy a Lambo. Even if I had, I'd need like at least 5 million to buy a Lambo. At least. Uh, yeah, at a minimum. I'd say probably 6 to 7. I would probably consider buying something stupid like a Lamborghini. I'm not one of those guys, crypto guys, that makes a million and buys a Lambo. That's stupid. Or 100K and buys a Lambo. Second, you can buy a Lambo, buy a Lambo. That's the dumbest thing in the world. That's like dumb financial advice. All right, let's look at the AMD trade. Looks pretty good. 52 days out. You got some potential for gains there. 100 million in divorced. So, like I said, 10 million. About 10 million is what Eli needs to buy a Lambo. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe 5. Maybe a little less. I guess it depends if I got a deal on the Lambo or not. I mean, obviously, I'd have a paid off house. I'd probably throw 3 million in some kind of. Well, I'd probably just throw 3 million in like TQQQ and just live off of that. And then I'd play around with 1 million. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy a Lambo. I think I'd buy a. I'd buy a McLaren. That's what I'd buy. I'd buy a McLaren. Yeah. Need 100 million, get divorced, end up with 10 million. That's like the saying, how do you get $1 million out of a stock market? You start with 2. Oh, reality checks. They're hilarious. Workday going for it, continuing to go for it. Newer. Yeah, CMG kind of didn't really fail that base, but it failed that base. Came down again. Ooh, look at that. Breaking through the 50-day moving average on big volume. That's a dead stock right now, Chipotle. And Aston Martin, yeah, but they're garbage cars. They're just, I like the styling of them, but anything that's over 3 years old, you're just worried the glove box is going to fall out. Maybe that's changed in recent years. I don't know, as I get older, I end up following that stuff less and less, but yeah, it just ends up in weird stuff. Team pulled back. Looks like I have Elon Musk on my Twitter today. Let's see what Elon's got to say. To buy a Bugatti, I'd probably have to have 50 million, maybe 20, maybe 20 million. I'd buy a Bugatti. He's just retweeting a lot of Tesla stuff. Oh yeah. So since stocks are kind of boring here and we're off the subject anyways, I was looking at that Model 3 autonomous driving presentation, which is really good. If you're a super geek and like really geeky stuff, go watch that. It's very good. And his Teslas are soon to be rated for 1 million miles. His motors are already rated for 1 million miles, and his next generation battery pack will be rated for 1 million miles. So if you're the type of person to buy a car once and drive it into the ground, yeah, buy a Tesla because you're going to have it for 20 plus years and only have to replace bushings, basically. So, what's this? That's pretty cool. You think this is Elon joking? Think you know electric? Think again. With Quattro all-wheel drive, the fully electric e-tron SUV is ready for the road ahead. That question, this answer doesn't go. They don't go together. So I wonder if he's like, yeah, good job, stupid. That's funny. Elon's fun. Air and Space Museum? I don't get that joke. Fundamental advantage of layers of tunnels. There you go. Yeah, his tunnel argument's pretty good. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a... So 1 minute 36 versus 4 minutes 45. That's pretty good. Dude, he's got the life that every geek wants. Super cool. But yeah, so if you're a geek, you're doing the 1 million miles electric vehicle. Let's check out what this guy says. You really can't afford not to own a Tesla 200,000 mile cost analysis. Let's check it out. And if you guys actually want to look at a stock, let me know. Otherwise, I'm geeking out and then I got to go. Crush the 200,000 mile barrier in the Model S. GK, why aren't you? Oh, because you're spamming. That's why it. KG. All right, well, I'll hide these other two. Okay. Wow. Right? I am gonna yell at you. This is bullshit. What are you doing to me, Rob? You can give me a 14-cent stock on the over-the-counter exchange, not even a NASDAQ stock. What's wrong with you? KG. What is this thing? Kona Gold Solutions. It's a gold play. Send me a 14-cent stock. I should He-Man bitch man slap you. That's from a movie. It's hilarious. If you don't know it, trust me, it's funny. Kona Gold, market cap $325,000. You know what, Rob? You need to buy this with all of your account. Period. All of it. That's just the way that it is. Look at this. How can you argue with this chart? Tremendous volume. Even good volume on the subsequent breakout. Just buy with everything and put your stop loss at 0. Maybe you'll get stopped out. Eli, you think he'll get stopped out if he puts a stop loss at 0? He could get stopped out at 0. It's possible. If you want to be a little less aggressive, why don't you put it down here at 2 cents? So you can only lose, 70% of your account. These are so hard to do anything with. Energy drink? KG? I've got it as Kona Gold Solutions. Maybe gold doesn't mean gold. Hemp and CBD lifestyle brand focused on product development in the functional beverage sector. Pleased to announce has signed distribution agreement with Savannah Distributing Company. I don't know, maybe. It's the new Amazon. Well, since you put it like that, it's good to go. I like it. Don't know if that's my kid crying or playing around. I have no idea. Cannabis is hot. If you want to put like a 1% position in here, go ahead. That is my son crying. All right, guys, I do have to go. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.